Dream big. Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about something very powerful. Dreaming big. Every great achievement starts with a dream. Think about famous people like Elon Musk, Malala Yousafzai, or Abdul Sadr Eddy. They all started with a simple dream, but they dreamed big. They believed in something that others thought was impossible. When you dream big, you give your life a direction. It gives you energy, purpose, and hope. Yes, the path may be hard, and you may fail sometimes. But remember, failure is not the end, it is a step toward success. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let people laugh at your dreams. Keep going. Work hard. Be positive. One day, your big dream can become your reality. So, my message to all of you is simple: dare to dream big. Work for it. Believe in it and never give up. Thank you. Every great achievement starts with a dream. This simple sentence holds a deep truth that has shaped the world we live in. Behind every invention, every movement, every piece of art, and every successful person, there was first a dream, a vision of what could be, even before it existed. When we look back in history, we find that the world's most impactful people didn't start with resources, fame, or support. They started with an idea, a hope, or a dream that they believed in even when others didn't. Think about Thomas Edison, the man who invented the electric light bulb. He had no guarantee of success. In fact, he failed more than 1,000 times before finally making a working light bulb. People laughed at him. Many gave up on him. But Edison had a dream: to bring light into people's homes without fire. That dream pushed him to keep trying no matter how many times he failed. Today, we enjoy electric lights because of his dream and determination. Another example is the Wright brothers, who dreamed of flying like birds. At that time, flying was considered impossible. Most people believed that humans could never fly, but the Wright brothers believed in their dream. They kept building and testing flying machines. Even after many crashes and failures, they never gave up. Finally, they succeeded in making the world's first controlled, powered flight in 1903. Their dream became reality, and now millions of people fly around the world every day. Dreams are not just for inventors or scientists. A leader of the civil rights movement in America had a dream of a world where people were judged by their character and not the color of their skin. His famous speech, "I Have a Dream," gave hope and strength to millions of people. His dream brought change to an unfair system. It all began with a simple belief in something better. Dreams are powerful because they show us what is possible, even when everything around us says it's not. They give us a goal to work toward, something to fight for, and something that makes life meaningful. When we dream big, we allow ourselves to think beyond our current situation. We stop limiting ourselves. We imagine what life could be instead of just accepting what it is. But dreaming big is not just about imagination. It's also about action. A dream without effort stays just a wish. It becomes real only when we decide to work for it. That's what makes dreams the starting point of achievement. Once we have a dream, it becomes the seed. Our actions are the water and sunlight that help it grow. We may face problems, failures, and delays, but the dream keeps us moving. Sometimes people are afraid to dream big because they think they're not good enough or smart enough. But greatness does not come from being perfect. It comes from being brave enough to start. Even if you don't know how to reach your dream yet, just having the dream is the first step. It puts your mind in motion and opens doors you didn't even know existed. Children, students, workers, and even leaders. Everyone needs dreams. A student who dreams of becoming a doctor will study harder. A worker who dreams of starting a business will save money and learn new skills. A leader who dreams of changing lives will make decisions that help others. The dream gives direction and motivation. It becomes the foundation of progress. Dreaming big gives your life purpose and direction. It is like a map that shows you where to go, even if the road is long and full of challenges. Without a dream, many people simply go through life without knowing what they really want. They follow the crowd, do what others are doing, and often feel lost or confused. But when you have a big dream, your life becomes focused. You wake up each day with a reason to try, to work hard, and to improve yourself. Imagine a ship without a compass or a destination. It will just float around in the ocean, wasting time and fuel, going in circles. But a ship with a goal moves forward with purpose, even if the sea is rough. In the same way, a big dream gives you a destination in life. It tells you what is important and what is not. It helps you make better choices because you know where you are heading. For example, think of a student who dreams of becoming a pilot. This dream gives him a direction. He knows he must study science and mathematics, improve his physical fitness, and work on communication skills. But even when others are wasting time, he stays focused because he has a purpose. Every subject he studies feels meaningful because it takes him one step closer to his goal. Having a big dream also helps you stay strong during tough times. Life is full of problems, disappointments, and moments when you feel like giving up. But if you have a clear dream in your mind, it gives you strength to keep moving. You remind yourself, I have a purpose. I'm not doing this for nothing. My dream is worth the effort. Dreams also help you avoid distractions. In today's world, it is easy to get distracted by social media, entertainment, or other people's opinions. But when you have a big dream, you are less likely to waste time. You value your time more because you know it is the key to reaching your goals. You begin to say a no to things that don't support your dream and a yes to opportunities that bring you closer to it. Another powerful effect of dreaming big is how it helps you grow. Big dreams challenge you. They force you to learn new skills, improve your habits, and think differently. A small dream might keep you comfortable, but a big dream pushes you beyond your limits. It changes you from the inside. It makes you stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. You start discovering strengths you didn't know you had. Your dream can also inspire others. When people see you working hard with passion and direction, they feel motivated too. Maybe your younger brother or sister starts studying more seriously. Maybe your friends start thinking about their own goals. Your dream doesn't just guide your life, it becomes a light for others too. Even if you don't reach your dream exactly as planned, the journey itself shapes your life in a positive way. It keeps you moving in the right direction. You gain experience, confidence, and clarity. You learn to handle failures and keep your focus. In the end, your dream becomes more than a goal. It becomes your reason for being, your personal mission. When you know your purpose, every day matters. You are no longer just surviving. You are living with a mission. That's the power of dreaming big. It gives you a strong reason to move forward even when things are not easy. It fills your heart with hope, your mind with focus, and your life with direction. Famous people achieved success because they dreamed big. They were not born with success in their hands. Most of them came from simple backgrounds, faced many difficulties, and had to work hard. What made them different from others was not money or talent alone. It was their ability to dream big and believe in that dream even when the world doubted them. Their dreams gave them the courage to take risks, the strength to stand up after failure, and the motivation to keep moving forward. Take the example of Elon Musk. Today, he is known all over the world for Tesla, SpaceX, and many other companies. But his journey was not easy. He was bullied as a child, moved from South Africa to Canada with very little money, and faced many business failures. Yet he dreamed of changing the world. He wanted to make electric cars common, explore space, and build a better future for humanity. These were huge dreams, dreams that many people laughed at. But Elon Musk didn't let that stop him. He worked day and night, faced criticism, and even came close to losing all his money. Still, he held on to his dream. Today, millions of people are inspired by him. His companies are changing the way the world thinks about energy, transport, and space. Another example is Malala Yousafzai. She is a symbol of courage and education. Malala was just a young girl in Pakistan when she began to speak up for girls' right to education. Her dream was simple but powerful, that every girl should be able to go to school. In her society, this was not accepted. She was threatened and later shot by extremists. But even after this horrible attack, she did not give up. Instead, she became stronger. She used her voice to speak to the world. She became the youngest Nobel Prize winner. All of this happened because of her big dream and her unshakable belief in it. Look at Abdul Satra Eddy, one of the most respected humanitarians in Pakistan. He started with nothing, no wealth, no fame, no support. But he dreamed of serving humanity. He began helping people with a small ambulance service. Slowly, his work grew into the largest free ambulance service in the world. He opened orphanages, homes for the homeless, and medical clinics. People from all over the country respected him because he turned a simple, selfless dream into something big and beautiful. His dream was not just for himself, it was for society. What connects all these people is not just their success, but their dream. They saw something that others couldn't. They imagined a world that didn't yet exist, and they worked for it through failure, fear, and hardship. They didn't wait for the perfect time or perfect resources. They started with what they had, and they gave it their all. Famous people who achieve great things are not superhuman. They are people who dare to see beyond the present. Their dreams guide their actions. So, they don't settle for an ordinary life. They challenge the limits. Even when others call their ideas crazy, they keep going. Their dreams become a light in the dark, something that gives them energy when things get hard. When we learn about these people, we realize that success doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a dream, a big, bold, and beautiful dream. A dream that makes you want to wake up and do something. A dream that pushes you to learn, to grow, and to never give up. The world remembers those who dreamed big and worked hard, not because they were lucky, but because they turned their dreams into action. Failure is part of the journey. Don't be afraid of it. Many people give up on their dreams because they fear failure. They think that failing means they are not good enough or that their dream is impossible. But the truth is, failure is a natural part of any journey toward success. Every successful person has failed, often many times, before finally reaching their goal. What made them different was not that they never failed, but that they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it, grew stronger, and kept moving forward. Failure teaches us important lessons. When we fail, we discover what doesn't work. We understand our weaknesses and see where we need to improve. It is through failure that we gain real experience and wisdom. Success often hides the struggle, but failure shows us the full picture. It gives us a chance to pause, reflect, and come back better than before. Take the example of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He once said, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. I have failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." His failures didn't break him. They shaped him. Every time he failed, he used it as fuel to improve himself. That is the mindset of a true winner. Another strong example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter series. Before her books became a worldwide success, she was a single mother living in poverty. She sent her first Harry Potter book to many publishers, and most of them rejected it. Some even said the story would never sell, but she didn't give up. She believed in her dream. Finally, one small publisher accepted her book. Today, she is one of the most successful authors in the world. If she had allowed rejection and failure to stop her, millions of readers would have missed out on her magical world. Failure also builds character. It teaches patience, resilience, and humility. When you fail, you understand that success is not easy or quick. You learn to respect the process and appreciate small progress. People who have never failed often struggle when they face their first challenge. But those who have failed and risen again are mentally stronger. They know how to stay calm, focused, and determined even in tough times. Sometimes failure comes not from lack of effort, but from circumstances we cannot control. That's okay too. What matters is how we respond. Do we sit and complain? Or do we stand up and try again? Our response to failure defines our future more than the failure itself. In fact, failure often brings us closer to success. Each time we fall, we are actually moving forward because we are learning and growing. Success is not a straight line. It is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. Those who reach the top are not the ones who never fell, but the ones who kept getting back up. We must also stop thinking that failure is something to be ashamed of. It is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of effort. It shows that we had the courage to try, to take risks, and to step out of our comfort zone. People who dream big know this well. They understand that the road to success is not smooth. They are prepared for failure and do not fear it. Believe in yourself and ignore negative comments. This is one of the most important habits of successful people. When you dream big, not everyone will support you. Some people will laugh, criticize, or say you can't do it. They may call your ideas foolish or unrealistic, but that doesn't mean your dream is wrong. It simply means they cannot see what you see. If you start listening to their negative words, you may lose confidence and give up. That's why believing in yourself is the first step toward making your dream come true. Self-belief is the fuel that keeps you going, even when things get tough. It means trusting your abilities, your vision, and your journey. When you believe in yourself, you don't wait for others to approve your dreams. You give yourself permission to try, to take risks, and to move forward. No one else can walk your path for you. Your belief in yourself becomes your inner strength, helping you face difficulties without fear. There are many examples of people who succeeded only because they believed in themselves when no one else did. One powerful example is Oprah Winfrey. She was born into poverty, faced abuse, and was told she was not good enough for television. She was even fired from a TV job because she was considered unfit for TV. But Oprah believed in herself. She knew she had something special to offer. She didn't let the negative voices define her. Today, she is one of the most respected and powerful women in media history. All of this became possible because she trusted her own voice more than the voices of doubt around her. Another example is Walt Disney. Before creating Disneyland and Mickey Mouse, he faced several failures. He was told he lacked creativity. One of his first companies went bankrupt. But Walt Disney had a dream, and more importantly, he believed in it. He didn't let rejection and criticism stop him. He kept working, kept imagining, and finally created a world loved by millions. If he had listened to his critics, he would never have built his magical empire. Negative comments are common when you are trying to do something different or big. Some people criticize because they are afraid. Others may be jealous, or they may not understand your dream. Sometimes even family or friends may discourage you, not because they don't love you, but because they are afraid you might fail. It is important to respect their opinions, but not allow them to control your thinking. You must protect your dream like a precious seed. If you keep watering it with confidence, it will grow no matter what others say. Believing in yourself also means being kind to yourself. It means understanding that you will make mistakes and that it's okay. You are human, and every mistake is a step in learning. Don't let self-doubt become your enemy. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a good friend. Encourage yourself. Remind yourself of your strengths and small successes. Self-belief is not arrogance, it's quiet courage. Sometimes we compare ourselves to others and feel less confident. But every person has a unique path. Just because someone else is ahead today does not mean you can't reach your destination tomorrow. Your journey is your own, and your timing is different. Don't let comparison steal your confidence. Focus on your own growth and trust the process. Building self-belief takes time, but it starts with a choice. Every time you choose to trust yourself instead of doubting, you become stronger. Every time you ignore negative voices and follow your heart, you grow closer to your dream. ChatGPT said, take action every day, no matter how small, to move closer to your dream. Dreaming big is the first step, but without action, a dream will always remain just a thought in your mind. To turn your dream into reality, you need to work for it every single day. Success does not come overnight. It is built slowly through consistent effort, daily habits, and small steps taken again and again over time. One common mistake people make is waiting for the perfect time to start. They say, I will begin next month, or I'll start when I have more money, more time, or more support. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. If you keep waiting, you may never start. The best time to begin is now, with whatever you have, wherever you are. Even if you start with a tiny step, it's still progress. Let's say your dream is to become a great writer. You don't need to wait until you get a publishing deal or have a fancy laptop. You can start writing a few paragraphs every day in a notebook. With time, those paragraphs will turn into pages, and those pages into a book. Small steps done consistently bring big results. Another example, imagine someone who wants to become a doctor, a long journey that takes years of study. But the dream won't come true just by thinking about it. The person needs to attend classes, prepare for exams, read books, and gain experience, day after day. If they stay committed and take action regularly, they move closer to their goal with each passing day. Action is powerful because it builds momentum. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep going. The hardest part is usually the beginning. But once you take the first step, the second step becomes easier. The key is to keep going even if your progress feels slow. You may not see the results right away, but trust that your effort is building something valuable. Consistency is more important than intensity. You don't need to do everything in one day. You don't need to work for 10 hours straight. What matters more is showing up every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. These small actions add up. A drop of water falling on a rock every day can leave a mark. In the same way, your daily actions shape your future. It's also important to stay organized. Make a simple plan. Write down your goals and break them into small tasks. Each day, pick 1 or 2 tasks and complete them. You'll feel more in control and more motivated as you check them off. Progress becomes clear when you can see what you've done. Of course, there will be days when you feel tired, bored, or discouraged. On such days, remind yourself why you started. Look at your dream. Feel the passion again. Then take one small action. Just one. Even that small step will keep your dream alive. The goal is not to be perfect, but to keep moving. Also, celebrate your small wins. Each time you complete a task, no matter how small, give yourself credit. This builds confidence and energy. When you feel good about your progress, you're more likely to keep going. Every little achievement is a sign that you're getting closer to your big dream. Taking action every day builds discipline. It trains your mind to stay focused. It makes your dream real and practical. You're not just imagining a better life, you're building it one step at a time. The world belongs to those who act, not just those who wish. So, my dear friends, never stop dreaming and never dream small. The size of your dream decides the size of your future. Don't let fear, failure, or others' opinions limit what you can become. You are capable of amazing things. Keep believing, keep working, and take one step every day toward your dream. Remember, if others can do it, so can you. If you found this message helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more motivational content. And in the comments, tell us, what is your big dream? We would love to hear from you. Until next time, stay focused, stay positive, and keep dreaming big.